guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a glitter cut crease tutorial that is perfect for New Year's Eve. So let's get started. So as usual, I've already filled in my brows. The tutorial will be down below in the description box. Now I'm going on to my eyes, so I'm priming them with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Eden and blending this all over my eye with the Zoeva Concealer Buffer Brush that I always use. Then I'm just going to set that in place with Vanilla Bean from Geek. Next, I'm taking the shade Beaches and Cream, also from Geek, on a Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush and just buffing this into the crease. Because this is a kind of cut crease look and I wanted to use silver glitter, I wanted the crease to be really quite understated and not overly warm or like overly cool either, so I wanted it to kind of be neutral. So this is my favourite transition shade for the crease. So I'm just blending that into my crease like so and just building it up to get the desired intensity and so that it actually stands out a little bit. I'm looking down into my mirror so I can see my crease properly because I've got kind of slightly hooded eyes, so I wanted to make sure that the crease was as defined as it's supposed to be, because I have to kind of draw my crease in a little bit. It's not like clearly defined. So I'm looking down into my mirror so I can see what crease I actually do have as clear as possible. And I'm not worrying about taking any of that shadow onto the lid since I'm going to use a cream shadow later to carve out the crease, so I can be as messy as I want and I'm just going to clean it up later. Next, I'm taking the shade Bake Sale, also from Geek, and I'm taking that on a smaller pencil brush. I'm just using that to carve out the crease. I'm taking just a little bit of time and like gradually building it up because I don't want to go in too heavy at the start and then I can't blend it. Obviously I don't want it to be too blended so you don't see the line, but obviously just as one straight line on its own isn't going to look very nice either. So I'm just kind of lightly building it up and then I'm going to go back in with the crease brush that I used earlier just to blend it out a little bit. As I said, I'm taking a little bit of that shadow and just building it up in layers to be as intense as I want it to be, and again blending out with the crease brush that I used earlier. And then I'm just going to do the exact same on the other eye. This is the first time I've ever filmed a tutorial for my channel using a cut crease. I've never really worn one in my personal life either. I've never really experimented with the cut creases that much. But I love how this look turned out, so I think I will do more cut crease looks on my channel and really try to get better at them. And because I really always love when someone does a cut crease, I always think they look so interesting and quite complicated to do. But yeah, I want to really try and learn how to do a good cut crease and maybe experiment with that more on my channel. Now I'm just taking my clean Sigma E40 to blend out that shadow like I always do. And I'm taking the Marilin Colour Tattoo in the shade Creme de Nude on a tiny little, what is this brush? It's a tiny little liner brush from Real Techniques and I'm just using that to carve out the crease. So I'm just gradually going in with a little bit and just kind of carving out the crease and then taking that shade all over the lid as well. And to make sure when I set the lid it's not going to be chunky and kind of all lumpy and not smooth, I'm taking the same concealer buffer brush and just blending out that shade. And then again I'm going to set my lid with Vanilla Bean from Geek. And now it's time for glitter, so I'm taking the Lit Cosmetics Clearly Liquid Glitter Base and just applying this to my crease using another liner brush from Real Techniques, but this one is a lot longer and thinner. So I'm just applying this right into my crease. And now I'm taking another kind of liner brush from Real Techniques. Actually, I think this one is detail brush, I believe. So I'm just taking that glitter, and the one I've chosen is from Lit Cosmetics and it is in the shade Marilin Monroe. It's our gorgeous silver, so I'm just taking that and packing that on where I've applied the glitter base. This is where applying the glitter base is really important because you need to make sure that it's exactly where you want the glitter to be, so when you pack it on that it only sticks to where you put the glitter base, because if you end up getting a bit messy with the base, then the glitter can be everywhere and it just really affects the whole look. So applying that glitter base is really important to only put it exactly where you want the glitter to be. And this is what it looks like when the glitter is applied. So now I decided I wanted to add a wing, so I'm taking some sellotape and just applying this to the corner of my eyes all the way up to my brows. So then I'm taking the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Eyeliner in the shade Black Ink, and I've just done a wing, but of course it was all off camera because I need to be like a centimetre away from my mirror. Now I'm taking some NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer on a Zoeva brow line brush and just using that to clean up the wing and kind of sharpen it a little bit. Now for lashes, I'm taking my favourite lashes ever from Velour. This is in the style See Through. Now for skin, I'm priming my skin with the Benefit Porefessional. I'm just applying this to my forehead and my T-zone, just where my pores are a little bit larger. For foundation, I'm taking the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation in this shade Y225, and I'm just striping this all over my face. And then I just blended that out with my favourite foundation brush, which is the buffing brush from Real Techniques. For concealer, I'm going back in with that NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Chantilly, and I'm just applying this to my under eye. Now I'm just blending that out with my beauty blender. Because it's New Year's Eve, I thought that would call for a really intense highlight, so I'm going in with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Moonlight. I'm just applying this with my finger to the very tops of my cheekbones and just dabbing this in. I'm taking a tiny little bit because it goes such a long way, and I'm just blending it out with my finger, making sure to blend the edges. And with this product, even though the bronzer shades, you can have a little bit of playtime with those, with the highlight shades you really need to go quickly, otherwise it kind of dries into too fast and you can't really move it about too much. I'm also applying that to the tip of my nose and my cupid's bow, because I'd really like to apply this and then apply powder on top, and then it just really makes such an intense highlight. Speaking of bronzer shades, I'm going with the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Sunkissed. I'm using it as a kind of liquid bronzer. I'm just applying this to my cheeks, where I would usually apply bronzer, and also on my forehead. And then I'm blending that out with my beauty blender again. I'm going to bake my under eye, so I'm taking the RCMA No Colour Powder on my Real Techniques Medical Eye Eraser Sponge or something. I can never remember the name of this sponge, but I'll leave it linked in the description box below anyway. So I'm just baking with that and leaving it on for a couple of minutes, and then I'm just going to set the rest of my face with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I love this powder for setting my whole face, but I definitely prefer the RCMA one for baking my under eye. I'm also using that same dual fibre brush just to smooth away the bake, now that that is completely set. Now I wanted to add a little bit of powder bronzer, so I'm taking the Makeup Geek contour powder in the shade Love Triangle. I'm taking that on a fan brush from Morphe. I'll leave the exact name linked in the description box below. And I'm just using this to bronze up the cheeks. I have been loving using this fan brush for bronzer recently. I just think it makes it so easy to blend your bronzer in. I love it. I'm also taking a little bit of that bronzer onto my forehead as well. Now it's time for contour, so I'm taking another Makeup Geek contour powder, this time in the shade Breakup, on my favourite contour brush, which is the Sigma F05 small contour brush. And I'm just contouring my cheekbones. I'm also taking a little bit of that contour powder on a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, and I'm just contouring underneath my lip a little bit just to make my bottom lip look a bit plumper. And I'm also going to contour my nose as well. For blush, I'm taking the Makeup Geek blush in the shade Spellbound on a Real Techniques Full Metals blush brush. Next I'm going back in with some more of that Laura Mercier translucent lip setting powder, and I'm just going to bake underneath my contour just so that it really defines it and makes it look really sharp. Now it's time to finish off the eyes, so I'm taking some of that Bake Sale shade on a pencil brush and just running this under the lower lash line, and then blending that out with my clean Sigma E40. Now to highlight my inner corner, I'm taking the shade Nylon from MAC. This is my favourite inner corner highlighter at the moment. So I'm taking that on a Real Techniques smudge brush on my inner corner, and then I'm taking a fluffier brush just to add it to the brow bone. Taking that same dual fibre brush that I used earlier, I'm just dusting off that bake underneath my contour, and as you can see it just makes my contour look a lot more sharper and just put together. Now for powder highlight, I'm taking my all-time favourite highlight, so this is Sin from Urban Decay, and this is a Zoeva fan brush. I'll leave it linked in the description box below, but I'm just applying this to my cheekbones. This highlight is gorgeous, I am in love, I'm obsessed, it is so blinding, I am in love with it so much. I'm also taking this highlight down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow. Now it's time for lips, so I wanted to go with a pinky nude, so I'm taking Blankety from MAC, which is my favourite MAC lipstick of all time, and I'm just applying this to my lips. Now I'm topping it off with the Sugar lip gloss from Marc Jacobs. This lip gloss is so creamy and pigmented, it is gorgeous. Now for the last step, I'm setting my whole face with Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and that is this look complete. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Please have a very safe new year, and I'll see you in 2017. Bye guys!